Hello everyone and welcome to Brain Blitz Audios. Today we'll be looking at a vital cog of businesses all over the world in the past 50 years. Today we will be looking at ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. We'll be looking at the basics of what an ERP is and what it does. Let's look at the contents. First of all, we'll be addressing what is an ERP. Then we'll be looking at the characteristics of ERP, the need for ERP, the evolution of ERP, and finally, some ERP vendors present today. The first question is, what is ERP? Enterprise Resource Planning. ERP is a packaged software solution that addresses the enterprise needs of an organization by tightly integrating the various functions of an organization using a process view of the organization. Enterprise resource planning, or ERP systems, are computer applications that are being used by organizations in many industries. ERP is a mature concept. It has been there for more than 40 years, and tens of thousands of companies have implemented ERP, and millions of people worldwide use ERP in their daily work. ERP software is ready-made generic software. It is not custom-made for a specific firm. ERP software understands the needs of any organization within a specific industry segment. ERP does not merely address the needs of a single function, such as finance, marketing, production, or HR. Rather, it addresses the entire needs of an enterprise that cuts across these functions to meaningfully execute any of the core processes. Let's look at some characteristics of ERP. Any ERP system has to have two important characteristics: data integration and best practice processes. Data integration. This means that data only have to be entered once, after which they are available for use throughout the organization. Best practice processes. A best practice is a generally accepted way of working that has been adopted by many organizations and has proven its practical value. Data integration. Traditionally, many organizations have had parallel administrations before they implemented ERP. In this situation, it would be possible that within one company, the marketing department has a customer register, the warehouse has an order register, and the credit management department has a register of sales invoices. These registers could be electronic. In other cases, they might still be kept on physical files in filing cabinets. The data in these registers will partially overlap. In each of them, customer name and address will be registered. However, there will also be differences and inconsistencies in the data. With an ERP system, one integrated register can be created, which satisfies the requirements of the marketing, warehouse, as well as the credit management department. As a result of data integration, ERP can make double work redundant and stimulate efficiency. Best practice processes. Modern ERP systems offer support for a variety of best practices. A brief example to clarify how ERP systems do this: in an ERP system that supports credit limits, it is possible to enter a credit limit for every customer. With every new order entry, the ERP system calculates the total amount of open invoices, the amount of already placed orders, and the amount of this new order. If the total amount exceeds the credit limit, the ERP system automatically puts the new order on status credit hold. In the warehouse employees pick the orders, but they will only ship those orders that are not on credit hold. Organizations can embed the best practices of the ERP system in their business processes. They can introduce best practices directly when they start using the ERP system, or they can let the ERP system support their current ways of working. They can also gradually improve their business processes by increasing their use of the best practices supported by the ERP system. Now let's look at the need for enterprise resource planning. Organizations today face the twin challenges of globalization and shortened product life cycle. Globalization has led to unprecedented levels of competition. To face such competitions, successful corporations should follow the best business practices in the industry. Shortened life cycles call for continuous design improvements, manufacturing flexibility, super efficient logistics control, and better management of the entire supply chain. All these need faster access to accurate information, both inside the organization and the entire supply chain outside. The organizational units such as finance, marketing, production, human resource development, etc., need to operate with a very high level of integration without losing flexibility. Some needs of ERP in the business scenario. Reduced risk. ERP assists companies with day-to-day operations by eliminating the potential for data duplications and inaccuracies and generally maximizing efficiency. Improved efficiency. ERP automates business processes across departments to avoid costly, unnecessary repetitions. Better business intelligence. ERPs also maximize your performance by providing robust access to accurate data anywhere in the world. With a cloud-based ERP, all you need is an internet connection to review key information. Regulatory compliance and security. ERP software can help you ensure that your operations are in sync with the regulatory rules of the industry. Most ERP solution providers monitor compliance and regulatory changes and keep updating their features to help you meet the new requirements. Enterprise resource planning software simplify data processing and streamline your internal processes. They also enhance your security with features like regulated data access and inbuilt firewall systems. The integration of multiple processes into one unified system also makes it easier for your system administrators to control and monitor the security of your software. Mobility and flexibility. Through ERP software, data from various departments of an organization is streamlined into a unified platform. ERP solutions today can process multiple functions by leveraging a centralized database to provide accurate information to any user, anywhere in the world, on any device. Remote access to the database and critical numbers saves time and effort and ensures the delivery of quality work within deadlines. Now let's travel through history and look at the evolution of enterprise resource planning. In the 1970s, it was originated as Material Requirement Planning, or MRP. In the 1980s, it became Manufacturing Resource Planning, or MRP2. In the 1990s, it became Enterprise Resource Planning, or ERP. In the 2000s, it was packaged as Extended ERP, or EERP. In the 2010s, the second version of Enterprise Resource Planning, or ERP2, was marketed. And in the 2020s, all of it has been condensed into what we call a digital enterprise. Material Requirement Planning, or MRP. MRP was the fundamental concept of production management and control in the mid-1970s and considered as the first stage in the evolution of ERP. Assembly operations involving thousands of parts, such as automobile manufacturing, led to large inventories. The need to bring down the large inventory levels associated with these industries led to the early MRP systems that planned the order releases. Such planned order releases ensured proper time phrasing and accurate planning of the subassembly line items, taking into account complex subassembly to assembly relationships characterized by the bill of materials. A typical automobile plant with hundreds, if not thousands, of parts has to face problems that are in order of magnitude even more difficult. MRP systems address this need, using the processing power of computers, databases to store lead times and order quantities, and algorithms to implement bill of material explosion. MRP systems brought considerable order into the chaotic process of material planning in a discrete manufacturing operation. Manufacturing Resource Planning, or MRP2. MRP2 addressed the entire manufacturing function and not just a single task within the manufacturing function. MRP2 systems could determine whether a given schedule of production was feasible, not merely from material availability, but also from other resource point of view. MRP2 systems would include production facilities, machine capabilities, and precedence sequences. The increased functionality enabled MRP2 systems to provide a way to run the system in a loop. First, it was used to check the feasibility of a production schedule taking into account the constraints. Second, to adjust the loading of the resources, if possible, to meet the production schedules. Third, to plan the materials using the traditional MRP2 systems. Enterprise Resource Planning, or ERP. The 90s saw unprecedented global competition, customer focus, and shortened product life cycles. To respond to these demands, corporations had to move towards agile or quick-moving manufacturing of products, continuous improvements of process, and business process re-engineering. This called for integration of manufacturing with other functional areas, including accounting, marketing, finance, and human resource development. Activity-based costing would not be possible without the integration of manufacturing and accounting. Mass customization of manufacturing needed integration of marketing and manufacturing. Flexible manufacturing with people empowerment necessitated integration of manufacturing with the HRD function. In a sense, the 1990s truly called integration of all the functions of management. ERP systems are such integrated information systems built to meet the information and decision needs of an enterprise spanning all the functions of management. Next, Extended ERP, or EERP. Further developments in the Enterprise Resource Planning System concept have led to the evolution of Extended ERP, or web-enabled ERP. With globalization on one hand and massive development in the internet technology on the other, the need for a web-based IT solution was felt. Thus, EERP is development in the field of ERP which involves the technology of the internet and the World Wide Web to facilitate the functions of an organization around the web. Enterprise Resource Planning 2, or ERP2. ERP2 is the advanced step of EERP. It is the software package which has strengthened the original ERP package by included capabilities like customer relationship management, knowledge management, workflow management, and human resource management. It is a web-friendly application and thus addresses the issue of multiple office locations. ERP2 is the name now used to describe ERP. Basically, it is the successor of ERP. It is a business-friendly strategy and the business strategy set of collaborative operational and financial processes internally and beyond the enterprise. These new business models reflect an increased business focus on internal integration. Its domain is in all sectors and segments. Data in this is internally and externally published and subscribed. It includes departmental modules, CRM, SCM, and other stakeholder modules. Its emphasis is on intangible assets. Finally, we have the modern form of ERP, a digital enterprise. A digital enterprise is an organization that completely integrates digital tools and technology into all aspects of its operations in order to increase productivity, create a better customer experience, and improve the efficiency and effectiveness of business processes. A digitally modernized experience utilizes cutting-edge technology to stay relevant and provide excellent service to clients in unexpected ways. Technology has an impact on every important activity, from customer experience to enhanced operational productivity. Future ERP systems will provide the capability to connect and integrate across systems, enabling an enterprise to bring people together, internally and externally, to engage, share, and transact. These connected services are key to providing frictionless movement of information between systems, operations, and people. In the business application area, this now includes cloud, mobile, and edge applications. The technology of machine learning and other forms of artificial intelligence will increasingly be used in reporting and analytics. Using AI to process huge volumes of data will surface issues in operational data that humans could not identify. It will also be able to reveal value-added insights that make reporting and performance monitoring easier. It is expected that cloud-based ERP systems will become predominant in the next few years. Beyond that, a new digital initiative will be integrating edge computing, such as the Internet of Things. Other initiatives will include distributed ledgers or blockchain, and hyper-automation, in which artificial intelligence and machine learning will be used to increasingly automate processes and augment human requirements. These are some of the most important vendors of enterprise resource planning software around the world. The lion's share of the market is owned by SAP, Oracle, and Microsoft. Other less predominant ERP vendors include Salesforce, Sage, NetSuite, Workday, Acumatica, Ramco, Zoho, Epicor, Orion, Infor, Tally, Odoo, Certinia, and ERP Next. Now that concludes this video from Brain Blitz Audios. We hope you found this episode interesting about enterprise resource planning and that it was very informative to give you an overview of what an ERP system really is. So for more such videos, don't forget to visit our channel Brain Blitz Audios. Until the next episode, take care, stay safe, bye bye for now.